Good afternoon, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Tuesday, November 4th, 2014, around 4:52 p.m. Mix of sun and clouds today. We peaked out at 60 degrees, but it did not feel anywhere near 60. It felt more like in the low 50s. And tomorrow we could get warm with plenty of sunshine and highs peak out at 65. Could be the last time in this area we could reach 65 this year, because Thursday and Friday we could have some rain showers. Some news to report. Vikings running back Adrian Peterson pleaded no contest on child abuse charges. He's gonna avoid jail time, but this hurts Adrian Peterson's reputation, and the Vikings says they're going to welcome him back with open arms, but I have a feeling, I think the team should not have Adrian Peterson play for the rest of the year. Let this thing simmer down, period, until next year. Have Adrian Peterson focus on football next year, because this is still going to be a distraction to him for the rest of the year. So the Vikings should tell him to stay away until next year. And also, Anaheim Ducks goaltender John Gibson's going to be out 6 weeks with a groin probe. That's not good. John Gibson's the #1 goaltender for the Ducks, and the Ducks are in first place in the Pacific Division in the NHL. Big blow to the Ducks organization. And also, before my next subject, I voted in the 2014 Massachusetts general election for governor, senator, congressman, state senate, attorney general, secretary of state, treasury, the governor's council, and 4 important questions, and also state representative and state senator. I voted for the people who I think would do the great job, even though most of the politicians anywhere you cannot trust. But I picked the ones who I think could do the great job, and I also picked the questions that will impact the state of Massachusetts for the next few years. Okay, that's about it. My next subject is about a television show. It's a television show on Billerica Access Television. It's called The Positive Place for Kids. This program is about the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Billerica. And this show, The Positive Place for Kids, is on the educational channel of Billerica Access Television. It's been on the air since 2007. It's hosted by Roy Nagy, the executive director of the Boys and Girls Club Greater Billerica, and Dickie Ackroyd, the unit director of the Boys and Girls Club Greater Billerica. And producing it is Dave Weatherman Bruce, who is the business manager of the Boys and Girls Club Greater Billerica. And Dave Weatherman Bruce used to be a weatherman in West Virginia, and he also did reporting and stuff. He went to Linden State College to get a degree in meteorology, and I went to high school with Dave Weatherman Bruce. We graduated in the same class in 1995. So anyway, this show focuses on the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Billerica, recent happenings for what the activities at the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Billerica. They show highlights of their summer camp during the summer months. They also show highlights games and activities at the club, like the swim team, the wrestling team, the basketball team, floor hockey team, a lot of arts and crafts. They also go into the technology center to show them highlights, what they're doing, and they're also showing the educational center and the games room and so many other stuff. Also, they have public service announcements of Boys and Girls Club of Greater Billerica across America. And also on this show, they have like news that like companies and organizations donating stuff to the Boys and Girls Club, like donations of money, equipment, new vans, new heating system, new everything, and stuff like that. They also showed like their fundraisers, like the golf tournament and other great stuff they've been showing. They also show highlights of their awards ceremony and Youth of the Year programs as well. Pretty good stuff. When it first came on the air, when they starting to produce this in like around 2007 stuff, they had some guests on there, like the athletic director of the Boys and Girls Club, Grady Billerica, Matt Whitney. They had an interview with him a couple of times, and then they had the technology director, Bobby Ackroyd, on there a couple of times, and they had Patty Mahoney, who was the child coordinator and program development director, on there as well. And also, this is around the time when the Boys and Girls Club of Grady Billerica was building the new facility, and so every episode they showed highlights of them working on the club and stuff like that. It was pretty good. It was like a build up to a series and stuff like that, and having this and that. And when they showed the finished product, it looked great. It was like building up a television series or like something. They showed the progress of the club being renovated and getting a new gym and working in the old building, renovating it for all the stuff. It looked pretty good. And then a couple of times the Positive Place for Kids had their show on location when they had the grand opening of the Boys and Girls Club Grady Billerica, the new building, to the public in December 2008. And they also said in August 2009, when they were saying at the last week of their summer camp in 2009 and stuff like that. And Dickie and Roy are great hosts, and they always talk about Boston sports, like how the Red Sox are going to do this year, the Patriots are going to do this year, the Bruins are going to do this year, or the Celtics are going to do this year. Dickie's a big Boston Bruins fan, and he says every year the Boston Bruins are going to win the Stanley Cup, and he also says Red Sox are going to win the World Series, and Patriots going to win Super Bowl championship, but sometimes he says the Celtics, who are having a bad season, they're not going to do good. They're probably not going to make the playoffs and stuff like that. And Dickie's enthusiasm and Roy's enthusiasm on the show is superb. It's amazing. They're naturals at doing hosting this show. In fact, if they weren't like busy working at the Boys and Girls Club Grady Billerica, I think Dickie and Roy could host their own talk show. They're so talented, I think, in my opinion, hosting the show. And that's, and some of the quotes that Dickie says, the more, the merrier. He always also says that when summer camp rolls around, because he wants like more and more like campers in there, like 300-400 and stuff. And he says the more the merrier. And he also says this every summer camp when they'll show the show. He says, I've been part of the summer camp for X amount of years, and I say this every year. He says this every year, that it always says it's the best summer camp I've ever been a part of, and it's true, because he says every single year it gets bigger and better, and the quality of it gets improved. It's amazing. And this show has won numerous awards for like best programming for non-profit organizations on local access television and stuff. Pretty good. And if you could catch the Positive Place for Kids on BATV, if you live in Billerica, or it's online, and I get maybe an advanced copy of it a couple of weeks before it goes on the air. It's linked to my Facebook page and the club's Boys and Girls Club Grady Billerica webpage as well on Facebook. And that's about it on that. I'll be back tonight, Facebook friends, my third and final video blog of the night, my personality profile, which was about the first Patriots superstar player, Gino Cappelletti. Have a good day, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. See you tonight.